messages and emails about
Oh,
if he was single, and I mean they were just asking all type of questions about how he became a single dad, if he was single and ready to mingle. So we just had to have him back. So I want to welcome actor, model Derek Kendall. How are you?
thank you. Thanks for welcoming me on your show tonight. I am phenomenal. I mean, talk about being overwhelmed. Yeah,
I know, because I mean, you've been moving and grooving like literally since our last interview. And right now, I just want to say I am like super proud of you because, like, literally, it's just been
thank you.
nonstop. Like, the motivation and the ambition and the passion for your
Oh yeah,
craft is just amazing. And it's just nonstop. Like, you keep it going regardless of whatever, you know what I'm saying, situation comes, like you gonna keep it moving and you just
Woo.
been clearly rising to the top
God is good. God is
all the
good.
time.
I could say that for first and foremost. This thing don't stop. I mean, I think I had tried to stop. I was telling myself at one point I was gonna quit and like back off a little bit, and I think it was definitely the fans and people as yourself that was just pushing and motivating. I couldn't stop. I couldn't. There was nothing I could do, even to this
I
day.
think everybody goes through that. I mean, I've even
Yeah.
been there before, where I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm ready to retire, I'm just done, I'm ready to stop. But when it's your passion, it won't let
Yeah.
you, regardless of how
Well.
much you be like, man, I'm done. I need to, or even just take a break. You know what I'm saying? If it's your passion, it won't even allow you to do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember telling myself that art was a passion of mine, and I would go on and on and on about this stuff, and then I would kind of like change my mind at some point and say I want to go venture off and do something else. But it'd end up being in the same field. I didn't know how in the heck it'd just end up being right back full circle. And
Mm.
I use this theory or like, this philosophy that I like to use that it's been out for probably ages, and that's when you plant something, when you plant a seed, oh boy, oh man, does it ever grow?
Oh my goodness. That is
You
just
know what I'm saying?
confirmation because literally for the past week, all of the messages that I've been listening to and have been reading has been about planting seeds and the harvest of the
Come on now.
seeds that you are planting. Oh my goodness. Confirmation all the way around the border. Man, God is good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when you think that He is not in the midst, He's always in the midst and sending you a word and working behind the scenes on your behalf.
Oh
So for
yeah.
you to say that, and yes, you have been planting a lot of seeds and really start seeing a lot of your harvest come to pass.
It's a blessing to be in the position that I'm in now. I was always under the impression that it would be given to me, or I just had to do a little bit of work, or I didn't have to speak up as much, and or rise to the occasion to be the brave one, or to necessarily unnecessarily have to step out of your comfort zone and make everyone around you in the same room feel what needs to be felt at that time.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's like you're like, nah, you don't really pay attention to it. But then when you say, when you have an experience where you have to speak up and you have to say those things that a lot of people might be afraid to say in the direction of making a solution, or doing it, finding an optimistic result in order to
Yeah.
handle a situation or a problem. So I was one of those people, and then I was like, me, and then I was being rewarded for it, and that's what God was like, yo. And then the realization of it all, accumulating, and then again, there was few married couples, um, older gentlemen, business owners, like guys that was
Mhm.
around, old players and Mac daddies and all that. They was coming up
Yeah.
to me, yo, young blood, yo, man, I'm proud of you. I'm like, what?
Mhm.
I'm looking at do sophisticated, distinguished, dressed to the nines. They would come up to me, yo, I'm
Yeah.
proud of you. I'm like, what? Now, even the celebrities. So it's like, I gotta do something with this and spread it around, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. So tell us
It's a blessing.
about all of these talents that you have. I mean, because again, you said you're into art, you do the modeling, the acting, and I know we touched bases on it before. But tell us about it and what came first. Like, what was the first initial talent that you was like, okay, I'm here. This is what it is. This is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, definitely. I think everything kind of started from my reality and my environments, the environments that I was in and everything. Um, Everybody wasn't born, with a white picket fence in front of their house now. We all know these things, and some of us was born in the ghettos of the inner cities and things like that. So, man, I would escape my reality by diving headfirst into my art. Um, Fast forward later on, I realized that I was a great writer. I was a great illustrator. I was nasty with the pencil. Um, and then who you are in real life. You always, how the teachers always say, "Oh, fold your hands, listen, pay attention." One day you'll have a
Mhm.
great job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always had that in the back of my mind. I'm like, all right, what they mean by that? So, in order to get to that level, you have to play the pieces as you grow through teenage, adolescent years, and young adult years to find out where you fit. I didn't know where I fit in that, so I'm like, all right, I'm
Mhm.
just this feel comfortable with what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing this. People like what I'm doing over here, so I'm gonna continue that.
Right.
And it was definitely the compliments that was coming in. People loved the visuals that I was creating because I was going through such a hard time and I didn't know where to turn to. So I said, let me try to submit this to some, how do you call it, community leaders and maybe somebody that could help me get my work seen. And
Mhm.
that thing blew up. You hear me? So that's how I knew. That's when I knew.
Tell us about the younger
Mhm.
version of Derek as a kid
And,
growing up.
uh, as a kid growing up, oh man, I had three sisters, and I love them dearly. My three sisters, Ruthie, Vicky, Lisa. Rest in peace, little sister Lisa. She passed away 2021. Um, I was a little shy. I was very shy. I would say very shy. I didn't know how to see the world. My dad died when I was 11, so my influence wasn't really. I didn't have a real role model to teach me how to really be a man.
Mhm.
So I used to feel at times I used to feel lost. So again, I would escape into my art. Just my art, my little cars and things. I fix up bikes and little electronics, break them apart, put them back together, see how they work.
Yeah.
Um, you know, Hanging out with the cousins. But I was very quiet, just kind of like observing, just observing and like watching people's behavior. Why are they acting the way they acting? But from the poor, from the streets, the middle class, to the people with the white picket fences. It's something. It's a reason why people act the way they act. Some people are born with gifts. Some people, obviously are different cultures, different ethnic groups and things. But
Yes.
I grew up, as an observer, so I was really,
Tuned
you know,
in.
yeah,
Mhm.
oh, really, really, really tuned in on a scientific level.
Yeah.
That's what led me to writing more. So that was kind of like how I was as a kid. I was into everything, but I mind my business though. I knew not to. That look dangerous over there. I ain't going over there. Some people will go over there and get all into all kinds of crazy nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad would always tell me. like, you know, watch the people that you're around.
Mm.
Always observe and make sure when people are making mistakes that you don't make those same mistakes. Like you learn from other people,
Yeah.
like you said, you was looking like, that's nah, I ain't about to do that. That's something I ain't about to get into. Uh
Yeah.
and just being watchful and mindful of your surroundings and the people that you are around. At what point did you realize I want to be a mom? I want to be a
I want to be a model. I want to be an actor. Each of the two.
Which one came first?
Definitely. I can't. Wow, that's a good question. See, that's a good question now. When I was in very early public school, elementary, right? There was they had the school plays and things like that that they would always um have people come and audition for. So I would do some of those. I would kill some of those and knock them out. But again, some of them was a little unique, and so I would back off because I was a little shy. But
Mhm.
I remember loving Dragon Ball Z for some reason, and me and my boys or whatever, we would reenact some of the scenes, and then I thought to myself, I'm gonna get a camcorder, I'm gonna record some of this, and I'm gonna start writing some of the little scenes and change little things here and there. So
Yeah.
I was a director. I think I was a director at 12 or 13, and you could say the acting came first, but then once I realized that I had a lot of haters, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this smiling thing and get up on that stage and show everybody stop playing around.
Yeah. So when did you break out of your shyness? Because I mean, literally, when the
Mhm,
confidence that you have now, even when I first met you,
mhm.
I was like, wow, this guy is amazing. Like your runway walk, when it comes to modeling, like Rico Suave, like all the way, like you gonna put on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, when people watch you, you're not just modeling, like you're actually putting on a show. You're gonna leave something for people to remember. They're gonna remember Derek Kendall, like, man, even if they don't know your name, they're gonna be like, man, that the dude that had on the fly suit, this, that, and the other, man, he tore it up. Like, at what point did you lose the shyness and come into your confidence? Okay, I think his camera froze. All right, we having some technical difficulties. Should we start all over?
My apologies.
No, you're good.
My
All right,
apologies.
and we're back.
Identical.
Hey, that's what Comfortable Conversations is all about. We laugh and uncut. I mean, we have
Yeah.
technical difficulties and we gonna roll with the punches. So
Yes.
again,
Right.
going back to my question, at what point or what age did you get out of the shyness and come into the confidence that you have right now?
There was a I would say there was a time when I was just trying it out. I was just kind of playing around in the beginning. I didn't really consider myself, you know, or even think that I would get so far as modeling or to be able to put on the show. I just wanted to, see if I can make a couple dollars doing it. And I realized when I was around all of these other fabulous looking people, let's just say that, I'll say it that way. I realized, I said, "Dad, all right." So now I gotta up the stakes. I'm not very tall, but I have to. When you go out there, you want to put on a show and be remembered.
Yes.
And I would go. I would look at some of the models. That's it. That's boring. What's it? And then cool. They'll get their pictures. Some of the pictures will come out okay because I understand that there's a they call it a European style of modeling or walking where you just straight left, right, turn, still face, go back.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that, but there was a time where I think I started moving my shoulders a certain way. I would kick out my foot or something, maybe do a little hat tip or something. And then I remember some of the designers, they was like, "We want you to do what you did at the audition. We don't want for you. We want you to do exactly what you did." And they would start putting me out there first to showcase the clothes. And then with the music and then all the posts and all the clips and videos that you guys see on my social media pages and everywhere and even in real life, they made me the hot shot. So it's like you're the hot shot now. So now you got to continue that on
Yes.
most or everything on your platforms, your brand and everything. So
And that's exactly what you have been doing. Exactly what you have been doing. Like I said, when we first met um, on that production that I was directing, and you were actually doing the casting for the models
mm,
and everything for that production as well,
oh yeah,
and also featured in it. I was like, man, this guy is amazing. Like, literally,
thank you,
people are going to remember you every single
thank
time.
you.
Like I said, if they don't know your name, they're going to remember that guy that had
Yeah.
on whatever you had on in that fashion show. They going to remember you.
Well, and one thing that is very important that I want to say is that we all have to remember that you have to wait your turn. Um, Man, I no, I really can't stress that enough. But you really have to wait your turn and understand that there's a time and place for everything.
It is.
So
Absolutely. You are so right about that. And that just comes with everything, just not only just being in the entertainment industry, that just comes with everyday life. People have goals
yeah,
and different things that they want to do. And I
sure,
mean, it's a timing for everything. It may not come when you want it, but it's always on time. And then certain things are just not for everybody,
yeah,
and you have to realize, what your purpose is in life and what it is that you're here for. Because sometimes it's not always about what we want and what we want to do. We may be here for a whole nother purpose, and that's for somebody else in
mm,
our testimony. And that's on a whole nother level. And getting
amen.
back
I
to
can say that.
a lot of our fans were asking and commending you on being a single dad and raising a girl. Like, it's totally different being a single dad and you have a boy, but you're a single dad and raising a girl. How has that been for you? And what's has been some of the challenges?
So raising a child and at that a little girl, um, primarily on my own, it's been an eye opener. It's been part of my journey, my entertainment journey. Um, because once you're branded and remembered as a solid stand up guy that went after um, custody for his daughter and won. Once that word got out to people of the Brooklyn community and it must have spread throughout 5 boroughs and abroad, you have to keep that kind of reputation up. So it exudes from your soul. It exudes from what you didn't have.
Yeah,
My father wasn't there, so I said I made this little girl. So times was God was calling me to go and make sure that she was good and in great hands. So it turned out to be me. And again, over the years, having to keep that
I know
that
that
be on that plat
because I know.
that level. You got to keep that up. Individual, your health, everything has to be on point when you're raising a little girl, because people gonna be watching you,
Yeah.
looking at what's
Mhm.
going on.
Yes.
So,
Yes. And you show it that you love your daughter. I see
oh
you
yeah,
always posting her and always acknowledging her. Like you are definitely a stand-up guy, and I definitely commend you um,
God
on
bless you.
that
Thank
as well. And she's getting older. Like, isn't she going
you.
into what junior high or high school?
My baby, she just turned 15. Yep, She's in high school now, ninth grade. Smart as all hell, killing the grades, just knocking them out. Valedictorian 2024. Um, she's starting early. I think she got me beat, yo. So she got me beat. She go she got a head start, so she might be even greater than I am. But
And that's what we want as a parent.
we won.
We want
Yeah,
our children to be greater than what we are. How have you been
absolutely.
balancing both your career and being a single dad?
Oh man, getting up and doing it when I don't feel like doing it. That's how I balance it. Oh man,
Okay.
it's like you gotta get up and do it.
No matter what. No
Doctor's
matter what.
appointment. Yeah, you got everything. You got to get up and do it.
Motivating yourself every single
Yeah.
day. Like you said, even when you don't want to, you gotta do it
Yep.
no
You
matter
look to
what.
your left. You look to your right. You see them bills. You see them dishes. You see the laundry, and then you see the bills got to get paid. So somebody got to get up and do all that work. You know.
How does she like what you do as far as the acting and modeling? Because I mean, you've been booked and busy.
My baby girl, how she like it? I'm not too sure how my daughter likes the entertainment stuff. She enjoys what I do. She's not really into it. She's in her own little world as a kid, but she likes what I do. She knows I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot, and it's a future in it for her. So I told her, these your jewels, girl. You gonna get a lot of royalties from this. And God forbid something happened to me, the legacy is
Yeah.
hers.
Mm-hmm.
That's your
And
dad.
that's
He
what
did
you're
all
doing.
that.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
what you're doing. You're building that legacy. So how has it been? Because again, when we had you on the show the first time, like I said, a lot
Mhm.
of viewers were messaging and inboxing, like, okay, is he single? Is he dating? How has they want to know? They want to know how has that been? Are you dating? And how has that been? If being a single dad and dating and um, making sure you have the
Yeah,
right woman around your daughter,
yeah.
and what is that ideal woman that you want to bring in?
Hmm. Well, I like a woman that's just naturally feminine. To start. Um, a lot of women are shy, intimidated. It's like I don't, for whatever reason, I feel like because I put myself out there, you know, so much and for so long, and to not get what I truly wanted or what I truly
Mhm. Deserve.
worked worked for, deserve. That's a good one. I've I said, you know what? Here's what I would do, and this is part of it too, though. Lynn, this is part of it because my dating life sucks so much. I said I'm going to
No,
create
hold on, wait,
something.
whoa, 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 go back. You said it sucks. Your
my
dating
dating
life
life,
sucks. Are you serious?
my
No.
dating life sucks.
Why?
My dating life sucks. When you know what we know what you're worth, what you deserve, and you don't get it, it's like, you know what? All right. I kind of just gave up. So to sum it all up in one, it didn't work out with a lot of different past potential dates. So just like more or less, I'm create this superstar thing now,
Yeah.
and I'll have the choice at the end of the day. So
I get it because things have changed when it comes to the whole dating thing. I mean, or have you got onto any of the dating sites, or are you still in the mode of me- meeting
no,
people the natural way?
I like meeting people the natural way. I don't like for women to just stare and stare and stare at me because it's weird and expect for me to speak to you first. This is strange, and I've created enough positive energy and accomplishments out there to be a conversation starter and have women feel comfortable enough to, you know, feel like, oh well, I can, how's your daughter, or I'm glad I seen this film project that you was in, or when you did this modeling show. I don't get none of that. It's like only at the events I hear from, I get the compliments from the women and things, potential
Yeah.
dates. So I don't know. After that, it's just nothing. I in public, so I give up. I just keep on moving.
I mean, I feel you because I mean, it shouldn't always have to be the man that has the first approach when it comes to approaching a woman. A woman should be able to say, approach a man as well, especially if they're
Yeah.
interested. Not unless, you have that demeanor that makes you unapproachable. Because I've been
Mhm.
told in the past that sometimes I have the resting bitch face, to where
Yeah.
like I'm unapproachable. And
Yes.
people think I'm just bougie, like, oh, she just bougie. I'm not, like. So sometimes you
Yeah.
can just your demeanor or your look, and I'm just like, no, I'm not like that. Like I'm very
Mm.
approachable. Like I'm not bougie. Um,
But
I'm,
no, but at
I'm
the same time, I would say that because you are the way you are, and maybe because for in particular, if we're gearing it towards me, it's because you know your worth, and you know that it takes a special kind of person to approach you. So more or less, you know your match or you know your energy. I don't that kind of.
yeah,
So yeah, it's like you know what you don't want, but you kind of know what's okay for you to step your way.
absolutely. So tell us about these films that you've been featured in here lately. It's been a couple. Like you've been doing
Ooh,
stuff like back to back.
whew. Man, I think it was after Foster Sin dropped and She's Broken when I played the cop.
Mm-hmm.
It,
Yeah, that's where we left off at, where you played the cop.
yeah, I think that people they got a little taste now. They got a little taste of the acting. They probably thought it was mediocre.
Mm-hmm. You did that.
So, sometimes you gotta surprise them, and then they see a tall man all of a sudden. Because I was always huh? Before it was that was
Right.
hey
Yeah. Now
Derek,
they lifting
hey
it.
hey what
Now
are
they
you
lifting their heads up.
yo for real? It's amazing. It's crazy, but it's amazing. She's broken. That film project dropped 2023. It's been looking up ever since. The producers have been just pitching me scripts here and there. Networks are definitely underneath those or behind them. Uh, I know because once these films drop on TV and everything, you're considered in a lot of people's eyes as a celebrity.
Yeah.
You're considered rich and all this and that, superstar,
Mm-hmm. All
working
that.
with the big dogs. Yep, the roles have been coming in. I've been working with some of your favorite stars. Whew, the list goes on. It's not stopping.
What do you do to get yourself in character?
Character. I need to have my moment by myself. You know, uh, maybe have a coffee or something healthy. Um, make me feel like I'm one with Earth. Because when you're around those people, you kind of feel like digitized. Like you feel like a wire. You know,
Hmm.
you feel like a circuit board or a bunch of papers. And so yeah, I gotta go have my me time, have me a little coffee or tea in the corner, some cold water on my face, and just breathe. You know what I mean? That's how
Has
I
there
do it.
been a character that was hard for you to really like step into?
I would say the cop role. Definitely playing the cop role. It was a little challenging for me. That's when I started realizing, there was crowds of people that was watching us film these things, some of these scenes, and it would make me a little uncomfortable. So I was like, I said, yo, I don't know, I need a minute because I don't know what I'm feeling. I feel like it's supposed to happen this way, but still, I need to go and have
Hmm.
my little piece in the corner and just, you know,
Yeah,
could be a lot, could be a lot.
because it's like you got to step outside of yourself. Like at the end of the day, when you're in character, is not even you. How you think,
Hmm.
nothing. It's about that actual character, like
Yeah.
that police role. Like you're in cop mode at this point. You're not
Oh yeah.
in Derek mode anymore. So it's like the transition sometimes can
Hmm.
be difficult when it comes to different roles.
Yeah, because then at some same time you might have to scream at somebody's mom, or you might have to like literally halfway harm somebody, or say something that you don't really want to say to them. But it's
Mhm.
acting, so you got to nail it. If you don't nail it, the director's gonna have a problem with how it's coming across. So and then they pick up on that stuff.
Is there any role that you would not play?
Not play.
Hmm.
I'm not putting on no dang on dress.
You
um,
saying that now? You saying that now? Let a $1 million deal come up, and they be
yeah.
like, just one scene. We just need you to put this dress on.
I'm like,
You're not
yeah,
gonna do it.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, uh-huh. I won't jump out no planes. I won't do nothing crazy out the sky. I ain't going in no caves. I'm black, black, you know. So I don't know. There's a lot of roles that I won't play, but those are like the top five right there. That's definitely on my list. That's just like, you know what? Yeah, I had it.
Now, what about sex scenes? Have you done a sex scene yet?
I've been actually asked about a sex scene. I have been asked about a sex scene. It's possibly in the works. We looking at something happening this month, actually, by a director, and I can't say any names. So I'm considering it. I'm considering it. In a, in, in a clean, professional way, though. I'm not dirty, dirty now. I won't just get out there and just rah. But it's in the works. I have my types, and you have to have someone. I would prefer someone that I'm fairly comfortable with. So that would make a lot of sense to have on screen chemistry with somebody who's gonna do
Yeah, that
a
the
sex
chemistry.
scene.
Yeah, chemistry is really huge when it comes to sex scenes.
Yeah,
So I totally
very
agree
important.
with that. So tell us
Yeah,
about some of the last this last the New York, was it the Kings of New York?
King of Newark 3.
Mm-hmm.
Woo,
Tell us about that. How was it filming
woo.
that?
Filming it was like going through a portal because you got to travel from New York to Jersey. Um, yeah, I do have that moment in the car or when in the cab while if I'm being driven or what do you call it? Traveling to Jersey. You have that moment where it's like I'm going from here to there. And New Jersey is a little different than New York. The people are different. The air.
Very
So when I
different.
got out there, yeah, it's like, oh, huh? And you look at like, okay, this is really right there, but it's just different. And you get a sense of like being like in the mid 2000s for some reason, entering Jersey. The people were very welcoming. The guys, they was telling me that a lot of people in Jersey don't support each other. I'm like, what do you mean? So it was great though. They welcomed me with open arms. I love Jersey. I ain't come there on no BS though. That's the thing.
Yeah, you can't go to Jersey on no BS because I mean they don't play.
Yeah,
They don't
can't
play
do that.
at all.
And they
And
they
what
see it
about
come from a mile away.
Slay on the Tunnel?
Oh, stay on the tunnel. Woo! I had to go on my bag with this one. This one I had to go on my
Uh-oh.
bag. Yeah, because you think about the tunnel. Even I had to do my research on this place. You're thinking a '90s nightclub with the hottest hip hop artists in the game at the time,
Mm-hmm.
groups, female rappers, Lil Kim and whew, the locks and everybody. This one, Biggie was still alive. The stories that I don't heard with the robbing, the killing, and it was just like a gangster's paradise. I'm like, what do you mean y'all shooting this and y'all want me? Fredo Stark come in here and say, yo, y'all got something for you. Well, I said, what? This is from the producer from the King of Newark. He like, yo, Fredo Stark wanna holler at you. Bet, shoot the number. Yo, what's good? Yo, this little smooth. Yeah, yeah. Once I heard that man voice telling me how my bad, he wanted me in the thing because he appreciated my talent. I said, thank you,
Yeah.
Lord. I said, thank you, Lord. I said, thank you. I said, thank you, God. I was praying to myself. I said, thank you, Jesus. I was happy. And I knew I had to get in my bag because dealing with him, Onyx, the leader of Onyx, man, you gotta come 100% with it.
Mm-hmm.
So he added me to the cast and very talented round of people. Top of the
Yeah.
tri-state area. The talent that we have in this particular series, probably my biggest role yet. So
Awesome.
what
Do
a
you see any
blessing.
comedy in your future?
Comedy?
Mm-hmm.
Fool's Dough. We looking at Fool's Dough. Fool's Dough is happening. We are in pre-production. Big shout out to Joe Eyes. Joe Eyes gave me that role in Fool's Dough. And we got my boy, Mr. Commodore, kind of
Mm-hmm.
leading, you know, doing this thing. But it is a comedy. It's definitely a comedy.
Okay. Because I can see you doing
So,
some comedy. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that.
that would be that's something new for me. I'm not gonna lie. Comedy's one of those things, but you gotta be ready.
You do. You really do. But you make little side jokes that be funny. So
That'd be fun. I gotta use them in there. Gotta throw them in there somehow, huh?
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Get on this comedic circuit.
Yeah. Try it
Richard
out.
Pryor was my guy though. Richard Pryor was my dude now. Him
Yeah,
and
he was
Bruce
good.
Bruce, legends.
I, I'm a big I love Richard Pryor and definitely Bernie Mac
Bernie
was
Mac.
one of my favorites. Yeah.
All right. I got a silly one for you. You know who I like? Tom Green. I used to like Tom Green's silly behind because he was
Really?
stupid. Tom Green. Who's else other one? Me and my sister used to watch Lisa. Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang. Y'all know Pootie Tang?
I know 14. Yeah, yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Not
Uh,
necessarily comedians, but they was
yeah.
funny.
Okay. Okay. So we have been featuring and doing series last year that we're continuing on this year of one of
Yes.
my best friend's book, Life in Question.
Oh, no.
And this is a book of questions that are good for relationships, friendships, family, um, parties, just to get people together and talking and asking questions and just hearing different people's opinions on different questions and different answers to different questions, and then questions that you wouldn't even think of asking a person.
Hmm.
So I want to
Yeah.
ask you three questions out of this book. The first question is, name three things you absolutely hate to do.
Three things I absolutely hate to do. Hmm. That's a good question. Top one. Let me see. Three things that I absolutely hate to do. I hate to be up too high. Don't take me up to a rooftop or a residence that's too high in the
So
sky.
are you afraid of heights?
Yes.
Okay. So all because like with me, uh, like I can do closed in heights, but any open type of heights,
Mhm.
mm-mm.
Nope. Yeah. No. No.
Roller coasters, all that type of stuff. No, no, no.
Yeah. 9/11 set me off. I'm good. Nah, I won't be up that high. Nope. Can't escape. Where you going?
Okay, that's
Good.
one. So what's the other two?
Another two things that I absolutely hate to do. I hate to I hate to be like we started with. I hate to be always the first one to have to stand up and say what everybody's thinking. I'll be like, God damn, why me? And then everybody start. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm like, really? You been telling me y'all was waiting for me?
Okay.
Right? That's one other thing that I absolutely hate. Um, another thing that I absolutely hate and I dread.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, I hope this don't sound vain though.
What's
I don't think
that?
I mentioned this before, but I think that when people stare at you and don't say anything, that's very uncomfortable. Does that count as one of those?
Yeah, I mean that's your point of view. That's how you
All
feel.
right, all
Yeah.
right. I guess that could probably go with the other one, with the other thing.
So ladies, if y'all out there, don't stare, just say something.
Yeah,
Just say something. All
we may
right.
be intimidated too, but we at least we say something.
Yeah, sometimes. Name your favorite part of your body.
Favorite part of my body? Oh, I would say, hmm, I like my triceps. I like my traps. This part right here.
Okay. You work out?
I work out. I do
Okay.
twice a week. Calisthenics.
Planet Fitness?
Outside, hardcore way. I
All
do it.
right.
At home, dumbbells.
Be out in the sh- be out in the streets doing push-ups.
Yeah, on the streets. Be at work. Work doing. You got no time here anywhere else. I'm so busy. I try to find anywhere to do a couple push-ups.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
And who are the top 5 R&B artists of all times, either dead or alive?
R&B.
Yes.
Ooh, either dead or alive. Let's see here. Who we got? R&B. It's got to be somebody like Luther Vandross or something. Maybe something like
Absolutely.
that. 'Cause he
So we
rock.
got
He
Luther.
yeah. We will have to put Luther up there. I like soul singers, so I like a lot of soul. I want to say Whitney Houston, but that's everybody's favorite. I want to say somebody else. Let's see. So we got Luther.
We can put Whitney. I mean, if you like Whitney, Whitney can definitely. She's definitely an all time favorite.
Yeah. No, I like. All right, I'll tell you what. I like the R&B of the New Jack Swing era. So those artists, that collection of artists from that time period, because of the sound, um, you had artists like Jodeci. Obviously, definitely Jodeci is one of my top artists of all time for R&B. Rocking. I'm talking rocking. You really rocking. You escape. You're gone when you listen to
Yeah.
Jodeci. Okay.
Oh yeah.
uh, Luther Vandross, yeah, Shy, Shanice, those artists,
Okay.
magical times.
All right. So comfortable conversations. We have a mental health movement going on,
Okay.
and I am like really big on mental health. How do you balance your mental health? Like, because when people think of mental health, they think of what the doctors diagnose people with mental health, bipolar,
Yeah.
schizophrenic, all that stuff. But we deal with mental health daily, on a daily basis, whether it's, job, our kids,
Yeah.
just ourselves. Sometimes we can drive ourselves crazy, friends, relationships,
Hmm.
just everyday life. How do
Yeah.
you balance and make sure that you stay balanced each and every day? And what type of things do you do um, for your mental health?
Mm. Sometimes, I would definitely turn on a good series of gospel music. Um, Maybe say a little personal prayer to yourself. You never know again, how you're gonna change others when you go out to your day. Um, take a good walk. Definitely get in tune with nature somehow. Maybe go outside and feed like a stray cat or something. Um, yeah, it helps. It definitely. Or what I would do is, you see somebody down, you see somebody that might possibly be feeling like you in the face.
Hmm.
You go and ask them, you know, are they okay?
Yeah,
And see how you can change, lift their spirit. Because if you can put a smile on their face, you did your job. You did your job. So I think there's things
awesome.
like that, that I
Yeah,
try to do. Hmm.
I love it. I love it. So tell us what you got going on next. How can they find you? How can they inbox you, get in contact with you? What's coming up next?
Yes, yes. So the King of Newark 3 is looking to premiere on television as of this year. You get to see another side of my acting capabilities alongside some of your favorite celebrities again and artists and talent. The Tunnel TV series, West End Girls, new TV series as well. I'll be doing a few shows for New York Fashion Week. Y'all can catch me out there in September if I'm not filming Fools though with my boy Joe Eyes now. But I'm really busy. It's gonna be hard to catch me, y'all. They can either catch me coming out the club or not coming out the club, coming during filming or coming out of a show. So I gotta get y'all tickets. Can't stress that.
Absolutely. And what's all your social media outlets?
Social media outlets, you guys can follow me at D Truth 2484. That's DEETRUTH 2484. That's my main page. That's where I get busy and show all my good stuff. I have a backup page which is a little milder, but it's like now becoming my semi main page. I don't know. That's
It
just
always
that's
be
Derek
that one.
underscore King. Yeah. But they know it's me. It's not a fake page. It's me. Um, Yeah, that's Derek King on Derek underscore King model. So that's where y'all can find me at. And Derek Kendall on Facebook, give or take. But the big screen, that's where you can find me. That's where everybody can find me at. Look, look at it on the big screen.
Yes. 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 Yes.
You see my shirt? I started as a gamer, and now I'm this TV star. Feels
I
great.
love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Uncomfortable Conversations TV. I wish you all of the best. And for all my viewers out there, be a blessing to someone else. Do something special for someone else. Surprise somebody
Yeah.
else. Because you never know what somebody else is going through. And again, follow us on all of our social media outlets. And good night.
Can I help you? Get this mess. Hey, where he go? Or was it a technical difficulty or y'all done?
No, we done.
Oh, I had walked out the room and came back. I'm like, oh shit, where they at? And I saw you. Then as I got ready to come on with you, you disappeared. I'm like, oh shit.
No, we was done.
Okay. I saw that it was like the playback should actually be good. So I'm gonna go back and actually watch to see, because I saw like where he kept popping out and then he came back in and then it was like freezing. Usually when you have those kind of usually when you have those kind of issues, the playback be fine.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go through and watch the playback and make sure that that's cool. What did you think about the episode?
I think it was great.
Okay, I thought. Great. Okay, yeah, I thought it went good.
I think that one, just like I said, that one, when they had one out.
Yeah.
With his, I think it was his connection on his side.
Yeah, because I was looking at it like when y'all first started, I could tell that it was something with the connection. It looked like it was more so on his side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it froze on his side, but I was still good on my end.
Okay, so as long as everything cool, I just know I had went out the room, and when I came back in, I saw that he was gone. I didn't know if it was technical difficulty or if the show was over already.
Yeah.
What was I gonna
But yeah, let me know. Let me know, because we have to redo it.
Okay. Something I was gonna ask you. Stella's episode was really, really good. Like it was really good. I thought she was. I didn't know she was in North Carolina now. I thought she was still in Atlanta. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize she was in North Carolina now. I thought she was still in Atlanta.
Who?
Is Stella? Is she in Atlanta or is she in North
Oh,
Carolina?
no, she's in North Carolina.
Okay, yeah.
She's been up there for 2 years now.
Okay, yeah.
It's been like 2 years.
I thought she was still in Atlanta.
Yeah, she might end up coming back. She's thinking about coming back.
Yeah, I want
She's been out that way for about 2 years.
I eventually want to move to Atlanta. Like, I want to move to Fairburn.
Why Fairburn?
Maybe because I don't know anywhere else. I will say that. Maybe because I don't know anywhere else. And that's really the only place that stuck out to me that I was like, okay, this kind of seemed kind of okay. But I don't know. I don't know all the areas.
I think that's, what, is it like an hour away from downtown Atlanta?
Is it? I didn't think it was that far. I thought it was like a half an hour. But maybe not though, because it seemed like it was close to the airport.
Yeah, it is close to the airport. I think it's probably it's probably about 20, so maybe about 45 minutes away from downtown Atlanta, because I think it's like 20 minutes away from the airport.
Yeah.
The airport is 20 minutes away from downtown Atlanta.
I don't really know anywhere else, and I don't want to be like, I don't want to feel like I'm leaving the hood to move to the hood.
Right.
So
yeah. I mean, literally, you definitely don't want to move to the city of Atlanta.
Absolutely, I don't. So
any of the outskirts areas, you'll be good.
And see, I don't really know anything about Marietta and the area where what's the name lived at, where Divine did the pictures and all that stuff at. Like, what is that?
That's a good area. That's Marietta. That's a good area. Like, literally, it's in the middle of everything. So you're close to downtown. You're close to all the little outskirts cities. So that's a good area.
So maybe that area, because I feel like
Smyrna, Powder Springs, those are good areas. They're still close to the city.
Yeah.
But you're still kind of on the outskirts.
I just want to be
going like more south too, because
I just want to be close enough, but then it's not like sky high rent and all of that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I feel like in the next year, I would like to go ahead and move. Like, I'm not on a lease anymore where I live at now. I mean, I haven't been on a lease really for probably 2 years now, 2 to 3 years. I haven't been on a lease with them anymore. So I really could go when I want to go. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but it would be nice though. So maybe sometime.
I'll give you. You ready to start looking? Like, I'll give you a list of like good areas.
I guess in essence, I'm kind of ready to start. At least start looking to get the idea now. Because if I'm gonna do anything, it probably would end up being like a year from now, like next summer. So not even a whole year. But I do want to figure out something and find somewhere down there, preferably, and just go ahead and make it happen. And see what can come out of it. I sent you pictures. I think I texted it to you. So you can tell me what you think about those. Like, one is a headshot, one is a full body.
You said you sent them?
Yeah, I think I texted them to you. Like, within the last, you were still on the show you were still doing the show when I sent it. So it was like in the last 20 minutes. And then I think I'm gonna do a little small shoot with Drake on the bar maybe this weekend, and try to get some fresh pictures again.
But yeah, I want to reach out to Nathan's people and see if you see him on your show.
I think that would be cool. Yeah, I think that would be dope. And then
that'll just kind of lead into the photo shoot. Like, look, I need to get, I'll be down there in August. I need to get a photo shoot. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, like, let's do it.
Yeah, and then what I'm doing with a lot of people now when I'm bringing them on the podcast is I'm doing a cover of the magazine with them too. So to try to blend the two together a little bit more. I'm trying to get my station together to where it really blends the podcast with the radio. And I think one of the biggest issues right now is like, when you have people on your podcast and it's on YouTube, you can't really play any music or anything because then you end up getting, blocked or they take your video down and that sort of thing. So I've been trying to look into like music licensing, like specifically for YouTube. So I haven't really I don't think I've really found it yet, but it's got to be something that allows you there's got to be something that you can get or sign up for that will allow you to play music on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure that piece out. And I'm trying to really figure that piece out and really get this station together, because I know that essentially what we're doing and what we're aiming to do is what Cheryl Underwood wants to do with the show. Like, she want to have a show, and she spelled it out on Shannon Sharp, and it just shocks me that all these people who are in radio that she know very well have not made this happen for her. So I want to be the one to try to make it happen and get her on my network. And then I got to figure out, well, how the fuck I'm going to pay her? Because I know she going to want some money. I ain't got no Shannon Sharp money, but she going to want some money. Yeah. So I don't know. Trying to figure that piece out. I reached out to Coca Brown. She has a new podcast with somebody where you kind of talk about your journey and all that kind of stuff. So I did reach out to them saying, hey, I want to be on the podcast. So, and I know they got it. I'm just waiting to see what they end up doing, or if they do schedule me to be on the podcast. And then that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, oh yeah, okay. I can do that tonight. And okay. Well, thank you very much. I'll let you know about the.
And I know I just said height, weight, eye color, but include like